Teaching is a highly rewarding career choice, but it is not for the faint of heart. The past couple of years have brought additional challenges to teachers across Canada and around the world. And while, like any profession, teachers have many obligations and duties that are out of their control, it is within the power of individual schools to create environments where teachers can thrive under difficult circumstances. My name is Amber, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to be discussing the context that led to my identified problem of practice, the methods I engaged in during the empathy phase of the design process, the resulting insights and identified need, and finally, what emerged from the ideation and preliminary prototyping phases. Teachers are tired. The COVID-19 pandemic has created numerous additional challenges for schools and educators. Classes are increasingly large and complex. Class sizes and complexity of student need have increased, but supports and resources have not. The relationship between teachers and the government is tenuous. The rapid implementation of a new curriculum and the removal of the process for teacher discipline from the Alberta Teachers Association have created tensions. Staffing shortages created additional workload issues. Illnesses and substitute shortages force teachers to cover for absent colleagues while doing their own jobs as well. The problem of practice that emerged from this context is organizational culture and staff well-being have been negatively impacted by teacher fatigue and burnout. Stakeholders include school administrators, formal and informal school leaders, teachers and support staff, students, and the wider school community. The phases of the design thinking process: empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing support the creation of a digital resource that addresses the problem of practice identified here. During the empathy phase, I employed 3 methods to gather information and gain a deep understanding. First, I immersed myself in the user's world in order to see their experience and understand their perspective through their eyes. Second, I conducted expert interviews with 3 individuals, a teacher with learning leader responsibilities, and a school administrator, which allowed me to gain a well-rounded understanding. Finally, I engaged in research to ensure that I was gathering relevant and unbiased information. The empathy phase resulted in many insights and common themes. School staff are exhausted. Work-related conversations are negative. There's little optimism about the upcoming school year. Staff seem to lack a shared vision and purpose. Teachers feel that they are the lowest priority when it comes to decision making. The stress and uncertainty have rippled down to the students as well. Teachers feel that they're being tasked with fixing more and more problems with no additional time, resources, or supports. Teachers don't feel trusted to do the job they are trained for. The lack of substitute teachers caused stress, animosity, and resentment among staff members. Toxic positivity does not allow for the acknowledgement of difficulties and challenges, and the sense of collegiality that gets a staff through hard times is absent. Research supports the findings gathered using empathy methods. Of particular note is the finding that teaching is one of the most stressful occupations. As well, the research found that there is a direct and negative relationship between the levels of teacher exhaustion and student performance, achievement, and satisfaction with school. It is clear that there is a need to address teacher burnout and fatigue by cultivating an empathetic, collaborative, and connected school culture. Insights gained during the empathy phase and excellent advice from a current administrator, along with the "I wish my teacher knew" activity, provided inspiration for the ideation as well as preliminary prototyping phases of the design process. The preliminary prototype is a digital toolkit intended for school leaders, written from the perspective of a teacher. The "I Wish My Principal Knew" toolkit aims to recognize and address teacher burnout by providing a teacher's perspective on cultivating an empathetic, collaborative, and connected school culture. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.